Oh, wow. My typical day is filled with meetings, consultations, and of course, traffic. And that's all part of the hustle and bustle of city life. But the real fun starts when I can just settle down and catch up with all my favorite programs on TVC. Believe me, it's pure entertainment.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Genet's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away, 1973, and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots, 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. In May 2021, it was announced that Angelou will be one of the first women to be commemorated with a new series of quarters from the U.S. Mint.
Hygienist Pharmaceuticals Limited.
Welcome to Koladaise University, KDU, a world-class institution for excellence.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
Our music and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith,
believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Now hope,
they carry us.
even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba.
Hope they waka with us for downfall.
It a gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter.
Hope, now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope, now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
Tomorrow go soft for am.
Naija, your freedom na promise.
Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We can.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing the papers. Let's move now to the Punch. A major headline, Tinubu orders 30-day ICPC probe. Senate rejects blame. Dangote breaks ground on $17 billion Kenya refinery. Xenophobia, Senate pushes sanctions against South Africa, others probe. El-Rufai abused medical visits, doctor arrested, ICPC. Warri Page, that's Port Harcourt Refinery's ex-MDs, face trial over alleged $989,630 which is about 1.42 billion naira fraud. We also have here, NBA insists on officers' election amid AGF row. Ogun records 161 deaths from 415 road crashes. Wow. EFCC hands over 1,452 recovered items to Unity schools. 36.2 million Nigerians at risk of acute flood insecurity, according to reports. And finally, State Police, Tinubu names Gbajabiamila AGF to Implementation Committee. What do we have in the Punch?
Okay, EFCC is set to arraign the former MD of Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company Limited, Jimoh Isao, on Friday, and also the former managing director of Port Harcourt Refining Company Limited, Ahmed Dukko, on Wednesday over separate money laundering charges bordering on hundreds of millions of naira, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Court documents show that both matters are before the Federal High Court in Abuja. Isao is facing 8 charges, including alleged conversions of $789,950 and $122,600, while Diko is facing 12 counts covering transactions dating back to 2022. Here, they named all the charges. It's from indirectly converting an aggregate sum of $789,950 through Samaila Bala, which did not, that money did not form part of your, according to court documents, we're talking to Isao, so this amount did not form part of your known lawful earnings as a former public officer with the NMPCL and then there was also that he allegedly made various cash payments in excess of 5 million naira or equivalent, amounting to the aggregate sum that I mentioned earlier to the same Samaila Bala, and that is an offense the FCC says contravenes the Money Laundering Act of 2022. He also indirectly converted $122,600 through Rashid Yusuf, again, allegedly in cash outside the banking system. There's also an amount of money that was used to purchase treasury bills, all that did not, conform with what he was earning as a public officer, and so on and so forth. So they named all the places how much he bought in treasury bills and everything. Well, we've been asking why those refineries never worked. This is investigation into it. Let's see how that will end.
Okay, so I have the story from Save the Children. They said there's going to be food insecurity very soon. They said about 36.2 million Nigerians across 26 states and the Federal Capital Territory are expected to face acute food and nutrition insecurity during the ongoing 2026 lean season. Save the Children International has warned. They said the organization is saying that that there's going to be worsening humanitarian crisis driven by conflict, climate shocks, rising food prices, and dwindling global humanitarian funding. Requires urgent intervention to avert further deterioration, particularly among children and mothers. They said among them, 2 million people are projected to be in emergency level of food insecurity, while more than 10,000 people in Borno State could face catastrophic conditions if urgent action is not taken, says the boss, that's Harvey. He is saying that he described the situation facing children as particularly alarming, and he said in Borno State alone, more than 758,000 people are expected to face emergency levels of food insecurity, while malnutrition rates remain critically high in areas such as Mobar, Nganzai, and Maiduguri. He's saying that at the same time, global funding cuts are placing enormous pressure on the humanitarian sector, forcing difficult decisions at the moment when needs continue to rise. So he's calling on all the humanitarian sectors all around the world to come and, contribute so that they'll be able to avert this.
So I have the EFCC. The EFCC has handed over 1,452 items that they recovered from proceeds of crime to the Federal Ministry of Education to support unity schools across the country. They recovered a total of 501 double stem bunk beds, 939 mattresses, and 12 wooden beds with mattresses, and they were formally handed over to the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, at a ceremony that was held in Abuja. The EFCC chairman, Ola Olukoyede, says that this is the work from the Operation Eagle Flush, a nationwide operation that was conducted late 2024 against cybercrime and other financial offenses in Nigeria. And he said that during that operation, they arrested 792 suspects, including 193 foreign nationals, all of whom were investigated, prosecuted, and convicted before the foreign nationals were deported after serving their jail terms to their country. He said that the decision to transfer this is in line with the federal government's resolve to channel recovered assets into projects that directly benefit Nigerians.
Okay, that's a good one. I took one here quickly because time has gone. They talked about the flood that has ravaged parts of the country. So the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, NISA, has predicted that over 18 million Nigerians are exposed to heavy flooding in the 2026 flood forecast. Speaking exclusively with the paper, the Director General NISA, Ak Omar Mohammed, said the predictions were made to ensure state governments do the needful to quickly put in place measures to cushion the impact of the flood. It's a very long read, and I think people should go and see what can be done in their different states to forestall the major damages that the flood will be bringing, because more floods will be coming according to the reports. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews today. When we come back, we'll move on to our topics. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always legend.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jens is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person where they for street. That's now why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So, Boko.
It a job for this
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it locked.
You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make Yanga?
How do I holla? Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Please, what's the gist about Ira Star and Rema now?
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake vlogs yakpa. And if you ask me, he's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Yashantawa was born on 17th October 1814 Bisiase, present-day Ghana. The daughter of Kwaku Ampoma and Atapo, her brother Afrani Panin.
Thanks for staying with us. On Monday, on this program, we extensively discussed the different diplomatic, economic, and legal options available to the Nigerian government in responding to the reoccurring xenophobic attacks on Nigerians in South Africa. Barely 24 hours later, that conversation has taken a dramatic turn on the floor of the Senate. During plenary, Senator Wasiu Eshilokun argued that Nigeria and Nigerians should be the centerpiece of our foreign policy. Any harm to any Nigerian should be taken seriously. He lamented that South Africans appear to have forgotten Nigeria's immense contribution to ending apartheid, saying, without Nigeria, South Africa may not be what it is today. He therefore proposed that the federal government should put South African businesses on notice and even nationalize companies such as MTN and DSTV operating in Nigeria, using the proceeds to compensate Nigerians who have been killed, attacked, or whose businesses have been destroyed in South Africa. According to him, we cannot fold our hands because the safety of the lives of Nigerians, either home or abroad, is the first contract we have with our people. However, the Senate did not endorse that position. Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barau, who presided over the session, ruled that the proposal was outside the scope of the motion and should instead be referred to the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs for further review. Consequently, the Senate adopted the original resolutions condemning the attacks without approving the call to nationalize South African-owned businesses in Nigeria. So this morning, do you agree with the Senate for rejecting the proposal to nationalize South African businesses in Nigeria, or do you believe Senator Eshilokun's recommendation was the right response, and why? You, our viewers at home, can join the conversation and call us on 02016352013 or 09024163440. Twitter us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. We are also live on DSTV at channel 164. So nationalize or not to nationalize? Nationalization of a company simply means a country taking ownership of a foreign company in their borders, within their borders. And they can do it in two ways, either with compensation or without compensation. With compensation, the country can value what they think is worth, what the company is worth, and then pay out the company. Or they use their strong power to say, we're not giving anything, it's within our borders, and we're taking ownership of it. And it's been done in different countries, because I have experience with a couple of countries I reached out to in foreign countries, foreign companies I reached out to in China, where you don't just come as a foreigner and set up a company, make money, repatriate the money to your home country, you have to be nationalized. They find a way to take ownership of that company, either with or without compensation, depending on the agreement that is had. So it's not a new thing, so to speak. But now this conversation of, with the way South Africans are treating Nigerians, and this xenophobic attacks going on, is it right that we now say, okay, you are in our country, this should be Nigeria, or we still allow it and then find ways to have these diplomatic conversations here and there? What are your thoughts, ladies?
Okay. So, particularly because one minister who I took her account on Monday was saying that, Nigerian businesses, which we had suggested, based on our relationship with South Africa, be compensated for the losses that they suffered. And a South African government official that did not brush well said that Nigerian businesses who are undocumented, even though some documented businesses have suffered huge losses, should sell up their businesses while leaving South Africa. Whoa. That the government of South Africa will not consider compensation. Now, that is a direct, if you want to cost me way to my face, that's the direct cost to our face. She came out, so she has spoken for the people of South Africa, our appointees, the president, the people. In fact, she has spoken for their government entirely and the people, because that's a direct affront to us. We are an extremely accommodating society. Yes, we have more population than South Africa. South African businesses here do better. That's why they are coming here. If this xenophobia thing was working for them, they should set up there. So they do better here. And for somebody who is the mouthpiece of their government to speak such vulgar, irresponsible statement, not only did she make that statement, she went further to incite the people by suggesting every crime in South Africa is from here. Yes, by saying, show us the way place the drug, show us this. Those are their gimmicks that their government has been playing. And I wish, I said it on Monday, that their people are wise people. Because when somebody is politicizing everything, they want to incite you now go and do it. Election will come and go. People will remain. Yeah. And then you will be the ones to carry the aftermath. Videos are started surfacing of South African in every other African country being attacked. People are becoming hostile. There's a Malawian video of a man attacking them, and they too, they did not know the limits. At this point, you should carry yourself with caution when you are not at home. True. Because your march on march is a public display of hatred. When you are now being confronted, it's either you are speaking against it or you're being quiet. But the ladies in that video, if it was in Nigeria, they would have said, let me not be inciting. But you came there and they did that, and so they were kicked out of the resort. And legitimately so, because if everything can be legal, it can be legal. Now, let me explain what I mean by if everything can be legal, it can be legal. Colonization was documented. Yeah. At the time it was being done, it was legal. Slave trade was documented. When the evil was being done, it was legal. The madness that Israelis are doing to Palestine, when you come to somebody that's knocked door, you will legalize the eviction of somebody from the ancestral home and enter. It's legal. So I don't know what our National Assembly is doing. In the face of this hate, we can pass a law that mandates those businesses to pay something to cover for the cost of Nigerian businesses and lives that were lost in South Africa.
I agree.
We know you are a South African-owned business, even when you have registered here. Worst case, if you have not registered, your profits and proceeds will not leave our country until certain percentage is taken. He pay you, stay. He not pay you. Do as your minister say. Sell your business to us and go. Simple and short. We are not quarreling. Exactly. We are not going to carry stick and come to your doorstep and beat you. But use your mouth, count your teeth, and hear your minister and do the same. It's just rational. I see how the politics is going, and I know that it will pass. There is people who refuse to speak because some people think, I did not among. Sometimes your silence is consent to the evil that is happening right before you, very before, and you are choosing to. You will now say no. A lot of South African women are married to some of these Nigerian men in South Africa, and they claim to be helpless. They claim to be afraid of their own people. Nobody is daring to speak up. This period will pass. And we will not forget how we were treated and what said what.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate that this is happening to this our continent in this time and age when we should be thinking of how to collaborate and become a force. But what I would just say is that let's try and not be as unreasonable as they are, because I'm going to look at it from the economic point of view.
Okay.
I know that there was a time when, because of the companies that they've called so far, like the DSTV and the MTN, I remember there was a time there was a competition between, for DSTV, that was HITV, and we saw how it turned out. I realized that Nigeria, there are certain businesses that if we take part in, we don't really do well in those businesses. And as we can see now, the MTN and the DSTV, we can see the kind of services that they deliver. Let's not get carried away by this temporary, this thing that everybody... Well, let's not get carried away by all these temporary and then wait, hold on, and then put ourselves in bigger problems. You understand? So we now, we are not ready to, we don't know how to manage.
Excuse me, ma.
Hold on, let me land. We don't know how to manage. So the HITV, we all know what happened. It went bad and all of that. So up till today, nobody has been able to bring competition against DSTV. Let's not come now.
Let me tell you why.
Let's not come. Wait. Let's not come now and then come and drive them away, and then we now start struggling. That is one. Let's talk about MTN. As we speak right now, we all know how the networks all are doing. We know the ones that are doing very well. Let's not, like I said, economic value. I think there are other ways that we can handle this thing, just like what she said. She said that she's saying that, okay, so we can make them, we can be part of, we can be part of the major shareholders in their businesses. We can say, okay,
but let them run it.
Yes, you own 20%, but we will have 80%. We can do it that way. Or just like what Nima stated earlier on, and you know, all the sanctions and everything that you can put on their businesses. But seriously speaking,
this
Nigeria,
is an indictment.
You should say Nigeria.
She is right. Spot on. Miriam, please let me hear you.
Whatever. Even though.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Even though.
We will bring America, we'll bring another country. Does it have to be South Africa?
Yes.
How dare you treat our people a certain way and you think that we'll be so afraid because, we have not done HITV. We have other ones. Even if they are not as big as DSTV, we will sort ourselves out. Excuse me. See, the nationalization that was spoken about at the Senate, I wanted to understand if he just said that it was not within their scope to discuss it, and so it should go back to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And my question here will be maybe to Nima. Don't we already have policies on ground that shows what we should do when it gets this bad? That our senators can just open the books and say, this is what our country says we should do to protect our people, protect our company, our country, and defend our dignity and our reputation. You cannot try some things with America because you know, with an American citizen, because you know what America would do. Yes, you can be nice as an individual. But when it comes to a country as a whole, the interests of your people come first. So to say, let's not be unreasonable like they are. Unreasonable for unreasonable, please. Aura for aura. That is what I believe that we should do. And this is not because that's our first step. Remember, this has been going on for so long. And every year, we have brought back so many Nigerians that have been murdered, you know, unjustly in South Africa. Harassed, their businesses, their livelihood destroyed. People forget that young girl that ran for Miss. Yes. You saw how they dragged her, how they disgraced her, until we came in and just gave that girl a little form of dignity. So imagine what other Nigerian children are going through in their schools, what they are telling them. And then we are sitting there and saying, don't be unreasonable. Forget it. Look at it as a mother. Do you understand? And you have a child, and the children will come to your own, apart from your own children, there are other children that come to your house. You treat them a certain way. But every time your child goes to another mother, she treats them poorly. Will you now, how long will you say, I'm not going to be unreasonable like this mother?
Because of the food
because you know what, there's a way that we do things. No, they will get to a point where you say, you know what, I will show you exactly what you want, what you're asking for. And so I believe that Nigeria, we're pussyfooting too long. It's time to take a proper stand. What does our constitution say when our people are facing assault, attacks in another country? At what point do we you know, forcefully make a statement. In America, they'll come and carry their people. They'll come and bomb somewhere. You hear they are knocking doors, they are invading countries because you did something to one of their citizens. And then here we are sitting there. Every day we're hearing different kinds of stories. Lives have been destroyed.
Yeah,
I mean, do you see those videos of Nigerians who have set up businesses, have employed South Africans themselves, and they're saying, no, just go, we don't care about you. There's no form of compensation for them. They just want them to leave their country with nothing and just go home and just come back home. Nothing at all. So if we have businesses here that belong to South Africans, I think it's only fair. They too, they know now. Please, you have refused to give them compensation. Let's calculate how much, you know, the worth of the businesses that Nigerians have left behind and set our Nigerians up here. Simple. I don't even think this needs long conversation.
Yeah, I agree. I agree absolutely with the three of
and
you.
the other height will sort ourselves out. Excuse me.
I want to reply on that.
I reply before I take my final.
So because we assume that, you know, Nigerians who are recorded to be the most intelligent of black race in every part of the world that you go, every sphere of business that you go, it's Nigerians you see there because of cable that is controlled somewhere in France. Satellite matter. You say we're not competent. You cannot just generalize something like that. HITV might have failed, but we know the role DSTV plays to ensure that they do not have competition. And don't tell me that network, the only network that is good is the one you mentioned. Because I cannot even mention it. I have never honorably used that line. My first line is a glow line. A Nigerian-owned business, and as we speak here on the Atlantic, on the middle of the ocean, now you be the best network.
Yes.
Tell me about it. So what are you saying now? That, you know, we will now think less of ourselves, we will demean ourselves because some people overthink of themselves. Match on match. Look at them. Boggling shops in videos, wearing things you did not buy, you know, legitimizing stealing. Because you are in a crowd. Once you don't complete 2, 3, you think that when you do bad thing, at least we are together. And those are the things that we want to talk about. There's nothing dignifying about being a South African right now.
Yeah. They're shamed and they're named and shamed.
Now, because they don't even get shamed. The shame it have leave them. That's why. If you have shame, if I were South African, I would right now go ice passport safe. If I see a black man, I'll be like, I can't believe my people, my brothers and sisters are treating fellow blacks.
Let's take a rest here. When we come back, we'll wrap this conversation up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
You guys, this was just about Ira Star and Rema now. You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake vlogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post this before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment. I low-key feel like an insider right now. I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always clock it. Clock it. You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jez is right. All you're trying to say to you is for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person waiting for street. That's now why we introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere, so Bobo.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make Yanga?
About to a holla. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
I can whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go here.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Thanks for staying with us. It was a heated conversation to nationalize or not to nationalize South African-owned businesses in Nigeria. You know, I'll be giving my final thoughts on this so that we can give our own last words and move on. We have a couple of topics to get to. For me, I think this is a wake-up call. What Ramatu has said is a wake-up call to the Nigerian government, not to the Nigerian private-owned businesses, because they are doing amazing. The network that Nima rightly mentioned here, it's not a government-owned network. It's a private-owned network, and it's working. And we are experts at many things. Nigerians are very brilliant, like, you know, Nima and Miriam has said, all over the world, right? But we have a problem where once government's hand is in a business, it's usually run down. There are many reasons which there's no time for us to go into it. And so it's a wake-up call for us to say, how can we do better? So that issues like this, nobody will be thinking about the economic consequences and not doing the right thing to protect the dignity of Nigerians. The thing is that Nigerians have been dehumanized in South Africa, and it's been going on for so long. And the government needs to take a stand. We can always go back and sort our internal issues on how to handle the business. But personally, I would say that in fact, it's not just South African companies. Any foreign company that is coming to the country should be nationalized. There are several ways you can do it. Either, I think Miriam had mentioned,
local content policy now.
You can
you must have Nigerian.
Not even that. Like, let it be a Nigerian business. Then you can work together. There are certain things that maybe have to be signed and all of that. Other countries are doing it because they want to grow their economy. We can do that. But this nationalization, I think, is this right step in the right direction. South Africa has come out against us to say, we're not taking you people, go to your country, go and develop your country, and you are here making money and repatriating to your country. We can say, okay, too, since you are here, we're taking ownership of this. If we like, we compensate you. If we don't like, we choose not to compensate you, or you are paying us something for this. But those people, like Nima rightly said, must be compensated. It's very, very important. And all this, well, the big brother, there's nothing like that. We need to wake up. So let me hear you, ladies. Your final words on this, so we can go. Okay, so let me take Lily, and I'll come to you. We have Lily on the line. Good morning, Lily. Are you there? We can hear Lily. Lily is listening to you.
How are you, ladies?
Good morning. We're good.
How are you, ladies? Of your view?
Good morning.
Morning.
Please, you're listening to the TV.
The problem that we have in this country, all the problem we are facing in South Africa, in fact, it's a thing that we really need to sit down and think as Nigerians. I want to support a little bit with what Ramatu said. You know, Ramatu mentioned, can we really stand it? I'll tell you, the reason why the South Africans are really fighting us, you know, they are lazy, they don't want to work, they see us as jackies, and the Nigerians, they are very hardworking. Why did they have to tell us to our face, go back to your country and go and fix your country? Go and fix the problem in your country. See, let me tell you, I cannot imagine myself when I was growing up, because Miriam mentioned other countries can come in. Other countries that already could come in with the problem that we are facing in Nigeria. You cannot tell other countries like Europe, the US to come to Nigeria and come and establish. Can we really have the energy to take them? Do we have the electricity? Do we have what? You know, people will say, that country that they are kidnapping, who wants to come? Which European country, which US country, or whatever country that is outside
Lily,
Africa?
want to come. Lily, but you know we can have a public-private partnerships. If, for instance, the government cannot handle the business, we can partner with private.
Yes, I understand.
And still do it well.
Let me tell you, we Nigerians already, we are scaring other countries to come and, establish in this.
Not necessarily.
What are we facing in Nigeria? See,
not necessarily.
The truth we are facing is that we should talk to ourselves. We should build this nation. Let our government build the nation.
Yes.
Why should we have to rely on South Africa to come and establish in Nigeria? Are they not an African country?
True.
Oh,
is there
Thank
white
you
South
so much,
Africans?
Lily. Thank you so much. Yes,
it's the white part that is running the businesses.
You know, these companies that we just mentioned, there are people who are working in these companies. And you know that presently, we all know what's happening. Employment opportunities are not there. So you can imagine if something happens to these companies, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. So I'm saying that Africa, we are the giant of Africa. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Why don't we see this as a challenge and see how we can bring peace to the continent at large?
Now
it's a challenge, but we can rise up. Let's go into our giantism and try and bring peace. Yes, let's try. Let's see. Since South Africa, they are coming with fight. We are going to come with peace.
No, what you are saying is that we should look for the Nigerian that we're going to put on a cross, because that's the only person. Nail him to the cross.
Nigerians that are there that are under duress.
What you are asking for is the impossible. You are looking for a Nigerian you want to nail on the cross that will come and die for all the sins of Africa.
No,
it is enough. There's no other way. It's enough. We have done this for too long. We have understood with them. We understand their lack of education. We understand where they've become. It's been many years. Do we know what we are saying? At what point will we rise up for our own people? At what point will we send a message, even a message to the world, not just to South Africa, to the world, that we're serious about our people who are outside the shores of our country?
We love our people. When
will we make a stand so that when people want to try, your child goes off to another country,
as a Nigerian,
and she's a Nigerian, they're afraid. Because they know what your country can do. But if it's Nigeria, but the way we're acting is that anything can happen to our children anywhere in the world.
We're always the bigger person.
We cannot continue. No.
Yeah, okay, Nima, let me hear you.
Foreign influences have been confirmed to have, trained and instigated the march in South Africa. And as we speak now, the Americas, the United States of America, Israel, have been confirmed to have been the brains behind the march in South Africa, which is why you see it's not a xenophobia. It is an Afrophobia. It is hate for your kind. Hate for the weaker ones. And if you are asking Nigeria to be the bigger person, it means that we will reject such a nonsense. We will do something to make our black brothers know that it is to reciprocate hate for our kindness is not acceptable. It is not now that we will now say, no, let there be peace. Sometimes peace without justice is not peace.
Yes,
it's a time bomb waiting to blow.
Yes, I agree with you.
Nigerian government, Nigerian Houses of Assembly and National Assembly, as well, when people are shifting back, shifting side, work on a shift. There's a way we will shift reach, we will knock wall, then we'll be forced to act. Where we are right now, there's no dignity to being a Nigerian anywhere in South Africa or even anywhere in the world.
So true.
Our people constantly, when they travel, are complaining about how the other day was Dubai that said all of their prison. They say they look inside their prison. It's only us. How many Nigerians are in Dubai on documents?
All after Nigeria.
They say it's only us. After a while, when we go back and forth, we didn't pay them. Thank God to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who decided, despite everything, to ensure that Dubai changed that mindset. Now South Africa said that without documents, all the drug in South Africa is us who bring it.
Imagine.
We don't get factory where they produce them. There are countries that are constantly producing drug. The America, who are easily invited. In fact, they don't need passport and visa. They land South Africa and go because they are America. But it is us that South Africa are blaming. This is just a phobia.
No, we have to
show us documents. Let us know.
Yeah, we have Prince on the line from Lekki. Prince, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning, Prince.
Thank you very much, ladies. Good work you're doing. So let me stay with Ramatu. I share her sentiment, but the question we really have to ask ourselves is, please, what do you think South Africans will lose? Who is really losing in this incident? What can Nigeria offer? So the question is, what can Nigeria do to South Africa? This MTN, nationalize MTN, nationalize IBTC Bank, nationalize DSTV.
Yes.
You people have alternatives to DSTV.
We will watch online. We will use internet and watch online.
Hold on. I think we need to understand nationalization. We're not closing the business.
We should close
We're just taking ownership of the business. It becomes a Nigerian business.
Where's NNPC? Where's NITEL?
That's what I'm saying. Now, there are other ways we can do this. We have established that. Ramatu pointed this out.
NITEL, there's Glow.
You people are forgetting. NNPC was privatized. Privatization does not mean that there are no Nigerian businesses. We are saying that alongside the networks we are talking about, there are Nigerian-owned networks, there are Indian-owned networks. Yes. Why is South Africa the only country doing this? Can we stop talking bad about ourselves?
No, he has a point.
We're not talking bad about ourselves. Let systems work.
No, he has a point. So what I'm
so now let South Africa make things work.
No, they brought their own.
So what I want to tell Prince, are you still there?
Please, I've not spoken. You guys have spoken.
Okay, go ahead.
You are a co-host today.
Spoken. Madam Nima, people are entitled to their opinion.
Of course.
And don't gaslight people.
Of course.
We should stop this. Everybody should talk about Nigeria. We already have a situation now where we have a phantom or a fake news agency. So we should defend that because we are Nigerians. We should defend that. No, should we defend that?
No, we will not.
How many countries have you seen? Have you ever what Ghana did to South Africa? They've told their president not to come. And they said all South African miners, if your license expires at the end of the year, go back.
Okay.
Has Nigeria been able to do that?
That's what we are saying.
Is that what we are saying?
No, what I'm trying to say is that everybody has to stand up.
Yes.
Everybody has to stand
Yes.
up. So we have to be realistic with ourselves.
Yes.
What can we do? Now, let me tell you. Gabon issued only 9,170 passports in 2023. We are not going anywhere. Ambulance are not going anywhere. How many South Africans can you expect from Nigeria now?
They are not a lot.
How many South Africans?
Yeah. They're not a lot.
Because everybody is staying in their country. That's what the world order is changing. In America, Americans are staying in their country. In Ukraine, Ukrainians are staying in their country. Russians are staying in their country. Let us fix ourselves. Look in Canada.
Let's ask Americans.
Nigeria has a problem in Ghana. In Togo, in Benin,
we are not
in Angola,
problem.
in South Africa. If you think you're not a problem, no problem. Let me give you the floor for others.
Thank you so much, Prince. Your points are valid, and there's no lie detected there. However, two truths cannot be coexist. We don't have time.
When he says other countries other people are in their countries, maybe they are not in Nigeria, but there are many other countries across the world.
So many other companies. As we speak right now, two companies have bought major stake in Nigerian production. They are not Nigerians.
Yes, I know.
China and Indian companies are just setting up here.
I know.
And you say that Nigeria is a problem.
I understand.
Nigerians are a problem.
I understand. But you ask yourself,
this generalization, go they careful.
I know the Chinese and the Indians, they have a major population, so they are basically everywhere, like Nigerians as well. But like the Americans, we don't see a lot of them. No, I'm not saying they're not there.
Check for them in Europe now.
I'm not saying
them there.
They are there, but what percentage of them are really leaving their country the way we live?
What percentage of Nigerians are outside Nigeria compared to the Nigerians in the country? Do we have more Nigerians outside Nigeria than in Nigeria?
We are. So the thing is, we have to go internally. The thing is, I hear Prince, he's valid. Two truths can exist. And that's
not true.
No, it's a truth.
That's not true. That's a generalization.
It's not a general. It's a truth. Where in this country we know how things are working here. However, it can be solved. It's not something that will stop us from fighting for our dignity. We can now say, since government cannot single-handedly do the business. There are private people who are looking for money to invest. They can come in, we do a private partnership, and these businesses will grow. So it's not an excuse for us to be treated anyhow. Unfortunately, that's all we can take on this particular topic. When we come back, we'll move on to the next topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Win fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now. You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment. I low-key feel like an insider right now. I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express, premium gist on cruise mode. Always first, always legit. Clock it. Clock it. You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jens is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? Where we get a common language, where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self, and every person where they for street. That's why we they introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
Gen Z, you dey chop for this time.
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it locked.
You've got me your papa. Why you not gonna make younger?
down to a holla. Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
degree focus on projects combining
Thanks for staying with us. Live alerts, passing our parade of 90 regular recruits at the Nigerian Army Depot, Amasiri, Eda. It's happening today, 8th of July 2026. The venue is Army Training Depot, Amasiri, Afipo, Ebonyi State, and the time is 10 a.m. You can still join us. It's already showing on the screen. You can still join us on YouTube to catch our conversation. So just yesterday on this program, we had a passionate conversation about the disturbing and inhuman treatment many domestic workers suffer in the hands of those entrusted with their care. Sadly, less than 24 hours later, another shocking case has emerged. This time, it is not a maid, but a little girl allegedly brutalized by her own aunt, her mother's sister. According to reports, a woman in Enugu State was arrested after allegedly slashing the child's leg and cutting off one of her toes with a razor blade. As we have repeatedly said on this program, we will never get tired of speaking against the growing culture of abuse, cruelty, and dehumanization that has crept into our society. Whether the victim is a domestic worker, a niece, a nephew, a neighbor's child, or even one's biological child, no one deserves to be subjected to torture under any guise. Beyond expressing outrage each time these incidents occur, we must begin to ask ourselves why such acts are becoming alarmingly frequent. What drives people to inflict unimaginable pain on innocent children, and whether our justice system is doing enough to deter offenders. How do we eradicate the growing culture of child abuse and dehumanization in our society before another innocent child becomes the next victim? Please, let's take a look at this viral video. It's a very short clip, but you, our viewers, can join the conversation and call us on 02016352013 or 090241634440. You can also join us live on DSTV channel 164 or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Hey, another one. It's just for me a case of another one. What is going on? What sort of deterrence do we have that is not strong enough? It's not deterring enough, because this keeps happening. Every Eke Market Day, we sit here and we discuss one child who has become a victim, you know, from one auntie, one stepmother, one housekeeper, or the other, and it keeps going on and on and on. And I feel like maybe we're not talking enough about it. Maybe the state governments, the local government areas are not doing enough about it. The governor's wives are not doing enough about it. What do you think we can do so that we stop having cases like this? Which one is chopping off a toe of a niece?
Can we be thankful that these are coming out every time, because people are not being there? Everybody's policing in the communities. Okay. Because this is not a new thing. It's been from the days. In some old past, there would have been no accountability for this kind of thing. The people live with them and it affects them. And I hate because this is coming out from a particular tribe. Yes, it is more prominent in that tribe. But we had a case that was a Southwest case. Truly another mother's sister who put her niece's hands in hot water, hid it for days till she had sepsis on those hands in Lagos, in Southwest here, the Yoruba tribe. So this is not about, this is about human wickedness. But we are grateful that these are now coming out. These videos are coming out. And because we were doing something about it, we had the Child Rights Law that was passed, we had our NAP law, our VAP Act that was passed and domesticated in some states to protect our young victims from this kind of things. Most people do not know yet where to report. Some cases do not get as bad as this, and extreme cases are now getting more popular. So we are doing something about it, and that's why we're seeing more of it coming out, and more records of it are coming out. The reason I believe that, you know, we've not gotten the level of deterrence that we need around this is, number one, we're treating it just as a crime. So we will punish victims and then we'll leave it there. We can also start sensitizing people, you know, giving alternatives of why you must learn to love, and you bringing back that communal love that used to be. We can also have a register, an offenders register of this nature. Let all these women who will later become men and women of God be recorded as, you know, as this. We've seen an armed robber who later became a man of God, who is now also, you know, lauding everything and dividing the country. We can also have these people on a register where they can't get a job, they can't get, you know, employed, they can't get public recognition, they can't get in office, and all of those things you make people think twice before you start to do this. Self-awareness was what YK preached yesterday, and the reason I like that we're taking it is because it's like a follow-up of what we had said yesterday. Self-awareness, knowing your level of temperament is important. If something is within your space and it's provoking you, it's not working for you, remove it. And that kind of sensitization is important, that we continue to talk about it. As opposed to just, I saw them calling the woman wicked woman, wicked woman. Most of the people that are shouting wicked woman, they probably have a child that's not eating in their house. They're also probably watching a younger one across the road who is hungry, helpless. Or, you know, also taking advantage of somebody else's kindness and abusing it. So we have a problem of, you know, our society handling this only as a crime. I think we should handle this also from a place of sensitization. Let people get, you know, accept their temperament and, you know, understand it. Yesterday I was doing perfecting a bail for a client, and a young woman was brought in over an assault case. She had dished a man she said was offending her a slap. She and her friend joined, beat the man. Jesus. When they got to the police station and, you know, the investigation was going, this man was upset. And the police, usually they will try to mediate before they effect, you know, the man's rights. And they were trying to talk to the man, you two, don't be offended, these are women and all of that. And they said, oh, just apologize. She said, she did not say that, sorry. So I was like, who raised you? Didn't somebody teach you temperament, accountability, basic accountability, basic things that, you know, at this point, even if you want to be proud, they don't break me to you. What are you going to do? They don't catch you. You know? The man was provoked, rightfully so, but he was looking at the person that had done that to him, unrepentant, sorry. No fit comot. No fit comot. So imagine that kind of person in the corners of the house. You can imagine if they do something and they get away with, if they don't get away with even worse things than this. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, it's quite unfortunate, because you see all these things that happen. I've realized that a lot of people, when they bring us such, because I can't imagine you using razor to cut. I mean, you see blood coming out, you still continue and be cutting. As in, we are just losing ourselves one way or the other. I want you to understand that these people that come to work for us, most of them are not coming from love. Because if their parents love them a lot, you understand, or they are doing very well, you won't see them coming out to come and work for us. What we need to do is, I always think that every single time when I hear this kind of a thing, I always feel like going to go and educate people. Treat these people right so that they can treat you right back in return. If you do wickedness to them, they will look for how to be wicked to you as well, because it's vice versa. We've seen extreme cases where some of these house helps, they treat their madams with, you know, with serious this thing. So I'm thinking that how will the government, how are they going to help this kind of situation? Do we now have do we have to maybe have them registered before they come and work so that we will now know that, okay, these people, they are working with so persons. Once in a while, we go in and go and find out, okay, is she treating you right? We'll have, you know, let there be a system for these people, because we all know that inevitably we will have maids and we'll have people who will live with us that are not we didn't give birth to. There are some women too that even on their own children, they inflict such kind of pain. Yeah. So if we can have a system where, you know, these things can be reported to, and then, you know, once everybody that comes to work for certain people, we are all being registered and then looked after, I think it will really curb these situations, all these kind of...
but this one is a miss, Ramatu. You wicked outside, are you wicked your blood?
So yesterday we took a similar topic, and even though yesterday it was about a help, you know, for me I was quite adamant on trying to make us look at it beyond only people that come to work for us. Then, because it would seem as if, you know, we have just isolated this behavior just for people who are not our blood. But as we know, this is a behavior that even mothers carry out on their children in the name of discipline. And this is a behavior that culturally many people have, you know, sort of, we have agreed with it. We support. It's a behavior that we support. And many people will say, if I was not treated this way, I would have turned out wrong. Or the only reason why I turned out well is because I was brutalized. we don't call it this name. We don't call it traumatized. We don't call it, we call it discipline. And I think that as a country, as a community, we need to look at these types of discipline. It's not right, it's wrong. Many people were raised that way. One of the things, you know, that I left with yesterday is, if you were a child that grew up in a home where when you steal, your hands are cut and pepper is put on you, when you grow up and give birth to your child, you do the same or worse. You know, that thing is forever ingrained in your memory. You're surrounded by people who do the same thing, where they put hands into oil or strip you naked and ask people to watch you because you've done something wrong. If that's the culture that raised you, you think that is right. So on one hand, I feel that we need to emphatically
say no,
reject that sort of discipline. It's wrong. It doesn't do well for anyone. Some people will say, oh, I turned out right, but I know a lot of people who are traumatized because of this, who are seeing therapists today because they cannot forgive something that their parents have done. And those parents thought that they were doing it out of love. So that's one thing we need to. Secondly, I think we have a mental health crisis. There's a problem. There's a problem with women. I know sometimes we talk about this perimenopause lightly, but I think that in some people, given also maybe some circumstances,
accumulated experiences,
they become even more, it affects them in such a way that they become very violent and aggressive. We need to start looking at people's brains, what is happening, what they are thinking. Who we hand over our children to, how they are thinking.
Processing.
Husbands need to be checking their wives properly. Wives check. No, I'm serious. Because
I'm agreeing.
You see, yesterday the video that was, I still can't get it out of my mind. She sat on the child and held a knife to her neck.
Oh my God!
In broad daylight. So this woman did not think she was even doing anything wrong. Even a murderer knows that he cannot do that in broad daylight. He will hide to do it. You carry the broad daylight. Something had to have gone off in her brain. She couldn't have been completely within her, you know, senses.
So what if there was a
we need to look into those things. Please. I don't know what we can do as a people, as advocates, as therapists. We need to start bringing women and sitting them down, asking them questions and making sure that they are okay. So for me, those are the two things that have made this.
Very important. We have a call on the line, Yakub. Good morning, Yakub.
Yeah, this is good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning, everyone. It's still Sister Nima. Good morning. Miriam, good morning. And then my sister Ajay, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, I just want to say something concerning with the last topic about South Africa matters. I totally agree with Sister Nima, 100% this morning.
Okay.
You know why? I got to realize that a lot of Nigeria put an unquote, all these agencies, with the respect to one of the callers this morning that was trying to talk down about this country, saying that where is NNPC, where is this, where is that. I think the Nigerian government needs to be biased. We have the population. There's nothing stop Nigeria to take over all the South African companies in this country. Who tells you that we can manage it? A Globalcom is a Nigerian phone company. If a Globalcom can do very well, it tells you that there is nobody that can take over the MTN. And then mind you, look at all these, let me don't even mention GOTV. I don't want to continue mentioning their company names. You will recharge, and then whether you are at home or you are not at home, you watch it or you don't watch it, by the time the month ends, the money goes. They have been making Nigerian citizens, and then they are still doing worse to us in South Africa. So we should be able to do what we needed to do so that they will know that we have the power as well. So that Nigerian citizens stop talking down about your country. We are great nation. We can do better than this. So concerning this very topic, I think if I have my way, I may be right, I may be wrong. If I have my way as a judge, concerning this very particular topic, if this woman sends to court and then is facing the law, if I'm a judge, I will, even though this is not a murder case, they cannot say that they should go and kill her, even though they are going to sentence him today, but I will add it to it that those must also be cut off, because he should be able to feel the pain as well. Yeah. If the judge can add that to his judge, also a judge, because if you can be able to cut, as one of your co-hosts says, that you carry a razor blade or knife or anything, you are cutting a small boy's leg, and then you will see the blood coming out. You are not stopping. So the same thing supposed to do to her, even though they want to send her to jail. But in this country, what are we saying? They will sentence her to like maybe 3 months or at maximum maybe 5 years in prison. At the end of the day, she will come out, and then she will still find that her toe is still stay there complete, and then you have already let somebody to go forever. Good morning once again. God bless you, ladies.
Thank you, Yakubu. This particular topic is very tiring, but you ladies have, from even yesterday, have said a number of things that we need to start paying attention to as a country. You mentioned, Mara mentioned the mental health checks. How do we get ourselves to a point where we accept that we have a problem? Everybody talks about mental health. It's very easy to talk about it, but the nitty-gritty of acceptance is where we have a problem. Many people still today cannot even get themselves to see a therapist. They can't. They outsource some of these things to spiritual. Let's go to church instead. Let's go to the mosque instead. Let's go to a traditionalist instead. Those ones, they have their skills and their spirituality in different things. This one is a mind problem. How do we get people to know that, the way I'm behaving, are you sure I should not be checked? Or the way you're behaving, are you sure you should not go and see? How do we accept that? Because until we do, we'll always have people who are living out there saying, this is who I am, this is how I am, this is my character, but they are already on the borderline of one mental health issue or the other. Now, we also talked about systems. Systems are very important to whether you are mad or not. If you kill somebody, you go to jail. Ignorance is not an excuse in law, right? So while the system is handling that bit, so that a lot more people are not using their ignorance to get into such, how do we better protect them mentally? How do we equip people to say, this person has a problem, let us help, and you must accept you have a problem, you need to see so and so. And do we have enough in that space to handle if everybody now says, oh yeah, let us go and start seeing therapists and psychologists and all? Are you sure Nigeria is ready for this conversation?
I think you should know when you're about to become wicked.
How will you know?
You should know now, because you are about to something you can't do to your own child, you are going to do it to another person.
Some people do to their own child.
You should know when you're about to become wicked, honestly. Because for me, like me now, let me give myself as an example. Once I get to, if I have a maid and I get to a point where I know that I am going to hit you, then I just know that it's time for you to leave my house. That means I cannot take whatever it is that you've started dishing out. So it's time for you to leave. You can change. Once you start, when you are about to become mean, wicked, you will know. So how now you that you have not accepted that you are about to become mean, how will somebody external now, how do they come and help you? How do we help ourselves? So the thing is, we need to start looking for how to protect all these people that want to work with people.
Yes, the young
That's
people and the vulnerable people.
Externally, let's start protecting every other person.
I have a caller on the line, Chief Mukoro from Ojodu, and I'll come to Nima. Chief Mukoro, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I thank God to pick my calls today. Thank you very much, first caller.
Welcome to the show.
I'm grateful. Thank you very much. You see, two things I want to talk about. Okay, thank you very much. They say having a housemaid, it is this day that we begin to look for housemaid. Our father, mother did not look for those housemaids now. Or somebody cutting somebody's leg. It's a pity. There's no picture of it. You should try it yourself now. You should use that thing to try its own leg and see how the place looks like. You can't do it. That's a wicked soul. That's a wicked soul. A wicked soul. That is that. That's in South Africa. Well, it's a pity. It's not their fault. If Nigeria has not stood up to stand behind them to let them have peace, they're not saying Nigeria is this. Humiliating Nigeria, killing Nigeria. I saw in the play yesterday. One of them just stand up in front of the one jeep. You use one thing, say, come down, you are Nigeria. And where do you get this money? You know what I mean? The guy was explaining to them that, look, I have my passport, I have every document. Yes, say, come down. Where's the key? Collected the key. You enter the place, you touch it, you see the air conditioner come out from the car, you say, I kill you. You let the man run away. What kind of a listen that? Nigeria government should stand up for. We should stand up. We can stand up. We should stand up. Let all the South Africans move away from it. Let Nigeria come back. We will still live fine. Nigeria is doing good.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much for your contributions, Chief. Anima.
Okay, so Miriam had suggested, a mental evaluation. And, I do my health check every year. At one point, I did a health check and we're discussing my thyroid, how it regulates temperaments and all of that for women of certain kinds. This should be a research topic. This repetition that we see in a particular kind of women. In the North, women's extremes show women in polygamy, poisoning families. That's the way they deal with the trauma that faces them. Or carries your stepchild or half-child and burying them alive, all sorts of evil. In the Southeast, we've seen this about the less ones, the evil that presents is the first child that is forced on them and how they react. In the Southwest, we've seen other kinds of with their own trial. I've just explained it's polygamy that affects them in the North. The coping mechanism is either they're extremely evil or they fall into drugs. That's the thing. It's a research. I remember the research from Sokoto, from talking about how women were coping with certain kinds of marriages and trials of marriages. And I did not see government use that research to regulate marriages, polygamous marriages. In truly Islamic countries like Malaysia, they have regulated marriages, polygamous marriages. So a man who is not fit to maintain one wife is not fit to marry another. And the certificate of permission to go on and be polygamous must come from the first wife, showing confidence and happiness in the man having maintained. So you regulate, and this is how fatwas are reached, Islamic laws are reached. Now, in the Southwest, this is presenting where children are readily available for labor. Particularly underage. And when they do leave their safe spaces, they don't get safe spaces easily. It's only a few that are lucky. Their eyes are seeing shege plus
everywhere.
Shege in other places, and it is recorded. So now, why I'm saying this should be a research, you will see people who would be experts in fields like this come up and say this is what is prevalent in their nature, food environment that is inspire, I don't want to say inspire, it's triggering this reaction to every trauma. In the Southwest, they have their own extreme evils as well. And so I told you the Southwest story. This woman was a woman in Puda. She took her sister's child in somewhere in Oyo, I think, or Osho, and brought that child, and the child lived with her. Under one punishment, she put the child's hand into the boiling water she was making semo with, burnt the hand, then covered it up instead of treating that hand. covered it up. You know how long it takes to treat a burnt case. I was treating it because the child was not allowed to go out to seek help. That child was returned to her mother's card. So we know that this is not a tribal thing. My point is, with research, apart from, you know, we've taken these videos back and back and back. With research, we can know why women are like that. When women become aware of such things, because some people can't understand why in anger, that's how they're reacting.
Yeah, it's true.
Some people will do things, they'll be wondering, when I dey belle, me, oh God, find trouble, just see. Just find my trouble small and see. I remember that I was pregnant once, I lost that pregnancy. Somebody would tip sand and block our street. Because our place was new at the time. Somebody usually just wants to tip his sand, he will block the road, and I will have to go to the show in the morning. Every morning, I will come out, I won't be able to move my car. And I call the wife. The woman just said, no. And walked away. Oh God, you should have seen me.
You unleashed.
My husband carried shovel and said, you know what, we solve this. Let me clear the road for me. Because I said, don't clear it. I want your husband. So we know how some things happen, how we do something. This is self-awareness that will change this. Your mother did it, your sisters did it. It's also ingrained in you genetically to do this. You think it's normal. When they now break, you see the women when they're working, they're now looking like one stupid idiot. Somebody had a child while she's nursing a child and abused an underage. I was living with her. And then they took her child and she was acting as if they break. I don't understand. You saw obviously you saw things wrong.
Yeah. Now, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so for me, it's just advocacy, using platforms like this, voices, use our voice, keep talking about it. Because we never used to talk about it first. We never flagged it as a bad behavior. But now we are doing it. So a lot of people, I'm sure, are watching and they are seeing our reaction to things like that and realizing, oh, we're doing wrong. Have you forgotten there used to be a time that people would say it openly? I dealt with her, I did this to her, because they thought it was acceptable. But we have to, just doing this will make it more, people will become more aware. And the more we need help, BC, because we're saying, is Nigeria ready today? We may not be ready today for everybody at once, but even those who are getting aware, it's, you know, it takes it's stage by stage. And because of that, where there's an increased demand, people would go to school for this, will learn how to help people, and then there will be enough people to address situations like this. And as a country, we need to also make sure that this is something that we are pushing for. Evaluation. In some countries, you cross the road the wrong way, they send you for psychological evaluation. Do you understand? So we need to also have that ingrained in our system, you know.
Amazing. We have pretty much covered it. We need a lot of sensitization. We also need to have like an offenders register. I've said ignorance is not an excuse in the law. If your madness takes you to go and maim somebody's child, you will go in for it and you will suffer really for it. Like all these checks, I think we should now start adopting as a country. It's not just the health checks that you're supposed to do regularly, mental checks as well. So when they finish checking your body, you're functioning well, then you go in. A psychiatrist will now analyze your brain. And, you know, I think we should start looking towards this because a lot of things are being unearthed right now because a lot more people are actually getting aware. And we need whistleblowers as well. You see someone, a vulnerable person who is being treated wrongly, please flag it, take it to the authorities, and let's hold hands and help one another. That's all we can take on this particular topic. When we come back, we'll move on to our final topic for the day. Don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Omo, you guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now. You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, he's giving sauce.
Welcome back. In a country blessed with hundreds of indigenous languages, should anyone have the right to dictate the language another person speaks? A video currently trending across social media has ignited a heated national conversation after a client reportedly told a shop owner, "You can't be speaking Yoruba while I'm here. Speak in English." The exchange has divided opinions, with many questioning whether the demand was reasonable or an infringement on the shop owner's freedom of expression. Let's take a look at the viral video first.
Please, I don't want to hear Yoruba while I'm here. Please, I don't want to hear it.
I can't apologize for speaking my dialect. Excuse me.
So what was that supposed to mean?
You can't stop me from speaking my dialect now.
Please, I'm not. The Papa Balo. Yes, please. You've been speaking Yoruba since. I'm not comfortable with it.
I don't understand, ma.
You can speak English because I've been hearing customer since I came here.
Oh, sorry, ma. It's just my apprentice. She doesn't understand English.
Now, this incident is about much more than Yoruba or English. It raises important questions about our identity, our diversity, our workplaces, and our everyday interactions. Was the client simply asking for transparency during a business transaction? Or was it an attempt to police another person's language? Should businesses or business owners switch to a language every customer understands? Or do they have the freedom to speak any language they choose, provided they are not insulting or excluding anyone? Does speaking an indigenous language in a public or business setting promote cultural pride? Or can it unintentionally make others feel isolated? And in a multilingual country like Nigeria, how do we balance professionalism, inclusion, and the constitutional right to speak our native language? This morning we ask, should anyone have the right to tell another person what language to speak in a business environment? I would like you to join the conversation and call us on 02016 352013 or 090241634440 or join us live on DSTV at channel 164. Please do not speak your language here. While you are doing my work, don't speak your language, please. Because of time, people should tell us, what do you think about that video?
Oh, wow. So me, I don't believe from this video because I don't want to carry this into another level topic. So I believe that this woman came to that place with her own personal problems. She's a walking baggage of trouble. She cannot deal with her own, and then she wanted to come and put it on. But I like the way the business owner stood her ground. Okay. It's just a language. Except you're a gossip, you're interested in what she's saying. If the shop owner had addressed her in a language she doesn't understand, it has to be a polite way to say, I don't understand you. If you're talking to me, I cannot hear you. Because if a woman not cross you, by now all of us would speak everybody's language. Yeah, so true. Would have traded and met ourselves and would be able to understand everybody. Because our people coexisted peacefully before that time. And would have done that. But now that they have now given you alternative language, you can politely request. Because there's no superior language anywhere in the world. It's just a language. And you'd have politely said you don't understand her. Because you can have the best skills in people who don't speak the best language.
Yeah, the English language.
My family friend is building a hotel and he went to Egu to get his workers. And when they speak their English, he will be writing, transcribing it and sending it to the group and will be laughing about it. But I love it. I schooled around the Eguns. I love their language. They are proud of Yoruba. It's something I find interesting. When it's spoken, I don't know what he does. It just eases me because it's not the regular Yoruba. Everything sounds funny. So I will wear a smile. No matter how provoking that conversation is, I wear a smile through it because I find it funny. I find it relaxing. So it's something that it shows a level of intelligence also for you to have a problem with a person's language. Now low IQ. Low confidence.
Why the verse you said that
because really, I don't understand that language until they engage you. When they engage you, that's when you say that. The conversation can be flying around. You can even call it noise. As opposed to say, I don't want to hear that language. That's another thing. oh, this noise, your gist is too much around me. Oh. You people are just chatting around me. Turn it down so you can listen to that. But you can't so outrightly be assertive about hatred for a language.
Hi. Because of time, sisters of the Lord.
Okay, so for me, the woman that went there, it just shows she has deep insecurities because I don't even understand. Do your nails and move away from there now. What's your business with what the baby is saying? If you are not okay with what she's saying, block your ears. That's why sometimes when I go, I have my headphones in my ears. I'll just block my ears.
Listen to your music.
You know, and listen to music. And besides that, outside that, don't you want to learn the language? Like someone like me, if I'm there and I'm really interested in the gist, I'll tell the lady, please get translator. As you are talking, please, I want to know what's going on. The person, when you talk, the person will translate so that I can understand the language. Because me, personally, I am even pained that I don't even understand Yoruba very well. Yes, I like Beburu. But now when you enter all these salons, especially salons, they will, and the way they will be saying it with body language, Tebari, Tebari. I want to be part of that conversation. So I want to learn the language. So every time I go there, I want a translator by my side so that the person will be translating as the person is talking and the person will be translating. Enjoy your moment, enjoy your time. And I saw at some point she was not saying, let me call my husband, let me call my husband. Which kind of couple is that one that husband will come? The husband will come and start
There was something she said that pained me. She said, anyway you people see somebody, you're just speaking the language as if everybody understands the language. I'm like, understand. Okay, this is a bit more personal, but let me hear you because of time.
I honestly think that maybe she had a few issues that she was dealing with. You know, sometimes you can have a bad day and then something that does not mean anything becomes an issue. I really like the way the business lady, not stood her ground. She first apologized and explained why she had to use the language. That's where you know that there was a problem, because for anybody, normal person, that was enough. You know, like, oh, yes, okay, I understand, you know. Now, the part I don't like is sometimes you go to do your hair and they're constantly talking over you, over on top of you and around you. There are some salons that where you go, when the owner is there, you see them, they behave themselves.
They don't talk that much.
You know, that talking, chattering in your ear, it's so disrespectful of your customer. You know, so I understand if you're saying that you're making too much noise over my head, you know. But to say that the language itself, speak English,
I don't
just when I saw it, I was like, oh, poor lady, maybe some perimenopause issues. Sorry. You know, it wasn't that big of a deal. And the lady, the business lady, handled it well.
I think we should appreciate people's languages. I love to hear. See, I don't complain when you speak any language I don't understand. If it's a language I'm attracted to, for instance, the Hausa language, anytime people are speaking, I pay attention. You people don't know that I'm paying attention because I love there's a musical notes, the way your musical notes just ring. I love it. And the Yoruba, I'm already picking up, so you can't even say anything and I won't really hear the Yoruba language. Edo as well. Yeah, I listen to this and I'm not upset that you're speaking your language around me. It shouldn't be a problem. I went to a massage parlor in China and throughout, because we're throughout all the time they were massaging us. I did not hear one English. They were laughing. I knew they were talking about us and laughing at us in their language. They were massaging us and they were conversing with themselves and I knew it was us. They were gossiping and they were laughing. And it was interesting to me. I was just watching them cackle and you touch this one's leg. She would speak. That one we laugh. He would touch, you know. I found it interesting. I think we just have to be a bit more accepting of each other. If you come to like the West and it's normal that when you go into certain places, it's the language you will hear. You now say, I don't understand. Can you speak English? If you go to the East, it's the same. If you walk into the markets in the East, nobody's speaking English there. Everybody's speaking Igbo. You know, you now say, sorry, I don't understand, and they'll break it down. So a little more acceptance of the fact that we are supposed to be stronger in our diversity. We should enjoy each other's, nuances, languages, food, and all of that, and not make it so much of a big deal.
That video was not about the language. It was just about somebody having a
bad day, right? That's how we can take ladies. Be keeping your perimenopause bad behaviors at home. Thank you so much for a wonderful show today. We'll see you again tomorrow for another beautiful one. Bye-bye now.